Zerline now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now, he may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Rolling to his right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. And an alley to run. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Flushed it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Murray now on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray on the move. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bradley Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. You think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down, and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming.
Make the tackle. To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Murray with a 3rd and long. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Broncos score. DK Metcalf, 60 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The extra point, not exactly a thing of beauty, but it does ricochet home. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Sack City, baby.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Devin Bush in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. Look at the big man rumble. Well, this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Kyler Murray in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. The RPO is such a big part of college football, Charles, and it continues to become a bigger part here at the next level, too.
And it also helps to have a rookie quarterback who comes out of that college game and is familiar with how to run it. So it works both ways. He knows what he's doing, and now it allows the coaches to call plays to get him comfortable early.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I got you, son.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Here's Jacobs. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him early and try and create a big play to give them.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Forced out to his left. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Jackson. Steps away. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Flushed out right. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds. So it'll be a loss on the play. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson out to his left. Able to power through. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. 4th down, here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Broncos send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll buy some time right. Devin Bush, who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On third down, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guy